Today, my friends, I have for you a Pekka Bobat breakdown. We are going to be explaining you guys to the bone of this attack strategy. We're going to break it down on this base, what you guys are looking for, as well as base identification, and how you guys can just use this attack strategy. So, Pekka Bobat, what is this strategy, Definitely you guys are here to sort of learn this. So what are the big things that you are trying to look for in a base to use this? Well, the idea that what you're doing is, remember, you're using bat spells. So if you guys have ever watched my drag bat video, which I will leave as a card, definitely you guys need to go ahead and sort of look at the splash buildings. Now, more specifically, this is against ground. Now, I have been asked this a lot. What about single infernos? What about those? It's actually not that bad. So let's say, for instance, a single inferno is in this compartment here. We're going to kind of talk about that. We'll pretend. But the idea, though, is when you're going against double multi or something like that, then what you're looking for is you're looking for two things. Well, more so three things. CC, the one multi-inferno, and the eagle. That is what you're looking for. So on this base here, if we enter in here like this, we get access to both. On top of this, if we take a look at what we can actually get these two splash buildings here. We can get these. And that's really about it. And then we're just going to bat wave the rest of the base. So notice that we have the 5 Pekkas, 9 bowlers. This is not really going to be your typical army composition. This is going to really vary from base to base. And it's going to depend on the army composition you bring. So sometimes the base may call for more Pekkas, like this base here. It's not as enclosed. Some bases, though, will require you to bring more bowlers. So it's just going to really just, vary. So with that being said, it's super simple. This is really not that difficult when you think about it. Very simple attack strategy. There's really little to no. So I can't really say that because there is some effort involved. Just remember when you're planning, is that you're looking for splash. Now, let's talk about the single inferno while we sort of play this out. Single infernos. This is really something that has been weighing on me very heavily. The idea is that you really need to pop your Warden ability to protect your wall wrecker. So you'll see what I mean when we're talking about protecting your wall wrecker. I'll talk about that as well. So the idea, though, is you are creating a funnel. So typically you're going to use one Pekka to do so. King on the other side, possibly using a wizard or two there in order to create that funnel. But what you're doing is you are trying your best in order to sort of funnel out an area so that then your bowlers don't start walking onto the outside. So you'll see right here, we already created that funnel. So now what this leaves us is wall wrecker pathing. So you'll see that the wall wrecker is going in, and then we have the bowlers. So you'll see that none of those bowlers, or at least most of them, will not walk around the base and will instead walk into it after they're pathing. Some of them will move on to the outside, but you'll see right here, everything's moving in. There's a golem and a balloon. So again, not a damage CC, but still very easy to deal with. Now, for instance, what if this inferno was on single? Well, we wouldn't even need to worry about it, because here's the best thing about it. We have the Warden ability, and notice how we're getting a lot more value from just going in that side. But you'll see here is that we are missing out on getting that multi-inferno. Now, the golem is, slowing us down. The Pekka will be able to take care of that. The queen will also be able to do her job in terms of taking out that multi-inferno. She will step up, and she will take it out. So you just got to remember that when you're using an attack strategy like this, you've got to make sure that you're getting rid of a multi-inferno. So you'll see that once that's happened, then we can drop in our bats, and we're sending them in as a bat wave. So what is a bat wave? Well, when you're using a bat wave, it's going to be when your bats are on the perimeter of the base and you're sending them in. So pathing is fairly simple. You're not just putting them down, like let's say right here, and they're just going to go all over the place. Instead, you are making sure that their pathing is going to basically work together. So you'll see right here, you are going to be able to easily know when to freeze and when not to. So you'll see that they're going to go right from this archer tower over to the next archer tower. So you'll see that what's going on. We're going to take out another multi-inferno. So just see, look at their pathing. We're just following them. So you'll see that we're dropping in our first freeze. We're going to freeze again because that first one was wiping, or was gonna, it was gonna, end, of course. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but you guys can still see. Super simple attack strategy. Really nothing too difficult. Really, that's why, as far as I would say, it is really not that hard to sort of break down. It's very simple, and I understand you guys actually really enjoy this strategy. It's very powerful, and I understand that. So you'll see right here, easy, done getting the work. So with that being said, that gives you guys your first sort of breakdown on this strategy. So let's take a look at 3 more examples using this attack strategy. So here is another example, and you'll see from here is that we have the town hall right here on the corner. So what we've got to sort of think about is, all right, so where is a good area to use the wall wrecker in? Do we want to use it here? Maybe. It could give us some value, but maybe not there. I see a lot more value from going in around here. The idea is that we can still get this. We can also get these 2 splash buildings. We can also get this CC. And the eagle. So that's the big thing. We can get a lot of good value if we just go from that side. So let's take a look at it. Let's play it. So the biggest thing that you want to do is you want to funnel. So that is probably one of the most important aspects of this strategy. You don't just want to spam in your bowlers and your Pekkas. This is not Pekka Smash. This is Pekka Bobat. It's a different strategy. So you have to take your time, because you're not going to get as much value if you just spam. So you'll see that what we're doing is we're just dropping in the healers, dropping in the bowlers, dropping in the Pekkas, wall wrecker. Now, again, you're not going to see any multi-infernos here. However, what you will see is you guys will see some clear-cut examples. For instance, notice that we used the Grand Warden's ability right there. That's enough to protect our bowlers, our Pekkas, and our wall wrecker. So if you guys are dealing with single infernos, let me give you one tip that will really help you guys. That is going to be popping your Warden ability early. Don't pop it like after the first layer. Once it gets targeted, or either way, I mean, you have a lot of stuff in there. You have Pekkas, you have bowlers. That's going to overwhelm the single inferno. Your wall wrecker most likely won't get targeted. Notice how the wall wrecker really wasn't the sort of center point in terms of that multi-inferno. It was a lot of the other bowlers, Pekkas, and stuff like that. So you'll see how we're going to be able to easily get into that queen compartment just like that. That is how easy it is. So you'll see that we got a lot of really good value from that bottom portion. We can still get the multi-inferno. We can still get the that wizard tower there. It's just going to open us up to a lot of really solid value. That's really all you guys have to sort of think about. Now remember, you also want to bring a Pekka with you in terms of using this strategy. So you'll also see right here is that now we're dropping in our bat wave. They're going to start working themselves downwards instead of going upwards, but we're getting a lot of really good value from the Pekkas themselves. So you'll see that they do split here, but that's fine, because we really don't need to use the free spells until we get into this area. So once we start to get our bats there, that's when we want to start freezing up. And once they take down that wizard tower, it's easy. So just notice. So if you guys are going against single infernos, trust me when I say this, this works against single infernos. Just trust me, you have the Warden ability. There is, realistically, think of this like hybrid. Hybrid, you're typically popping your Warden ability a bit early, around sort of the core area, or especially when they need it the most, just to protect them. Remember, your ward ability lasts for a couple seconds, so don't be scared to just pop the ability. So make sure, though, that you are using it once the wall wrecker is in the base. That way you can actually get deeper into the base itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at another example using the Pekka Bobat strategy. So we've got another example, so let's take a look at it. Let's take our time. Let's sort of see what we can get. I see, though, that we can actually enter in from here and go along here. That gets us some easy value. Shouldn't be too bad. Not too difficult at all. I would definitely say that it is going to be very important for you guys to sort of take a look at that, understand it, and see exactly, what value are you trying to look for, and just go from there. So looking for the splash buildings, that's always going to be very critical, and it's still very simple. You're looking for that multi-inferno. You're looking for the eagle. Again, we're going to sort of talk to you guys about single infernos. I want to make sure that I'm talking to you guys about this because this is really important. Again, I can't show you examples of this strategy working against single inferno, against double singles, but what I can do is I can talk about it. I can talk to you guys about personal experience, and I can talk to you about the tips that really are going to help you guys really be able to get those 3 stars with it against those type of bases. This is the core that you really want to enter into if you want to get the eagle. So, notice how what we're doing is we are sort of cutting off that funnel here, and now we're going to be able to sort of get into the base like this. So you'll see right here, we have the wall breaker going in, bowlers going in right behind. Now notice that even still, so right here, let me just pause it. Now notice that it was the first thing. This is when we would pop the Warden ability. We want to protect the bowlers, the Pekkas as much as possible, and the wall wrecker. So once it's in range, we pop the Warden ability over the wall wrecker in order to protect it from that one sort of single inferno. So like you see right here, we're going to pop it, and that's going to protect it. Even though we aren't going to be able to get into the base, you'll see that we have that Pekka as well going in, as well as the other bowlers and the Pekkas. So you'll see that everything is really working their way into the base. The Warden is definitely giving some of that boost in terms of health. But as you can see right here, we're going to be able to take down both Infernos, the Eagle. Super, super simple. It really doesn't take too much effort other than that. And then you're going to see something a little bit different. We're dropping in our bats on top of somewhere. So on top of that defense like you saw right here, you'll see that as they're working their way through, we're dropping in the freeze spells. And I just want you guys to really pay attention to this because it's always really important. So what about this section right here? Well, the Pekkas are already tanking, so we do not even need a freeze there. So you'll see that we're just going to easily work our way through that entire compartment there. And then we're going to freeze up against the other wizard tower right here. After that, it's going to be fair game, and we're easily going to be able to work our way through that bottom section. So that is, again, how you guys can use it. Super simple, right? Now, again, I wish I can show you guys this with single Infernos. It's definitely would be a pleasure, but it's still a good example of using this against both types. I still think it's very strong. And I would still have to say it is definitely on one of the strategies that you guys should really be learning. So let's go ahead and show you guys one last example in order to use this attack strategy. Last example right here, and what we're going to be taking a look at is we have an E-drag that's going to help us create the funnel. So we're trying to take a look at where the splash buildings are. I noticed though that because the town hall is over there, or right here. So what we're going to do is we are going to use that wall wrecker right here, and that's going to get us some value from that side. The CC, the big eagle compartment, and the very big, that big, and also the same with the inferno compartment. That's going to get us some value there. So I understand I say value a lot, but it's important because if you don't understand the concept of value, how are you really going to use an attack strategy like this? So the attacker is actually deciding to hit opposite, which is fine. We can still get a lot of value, even from that CC compartment. We can actually get a lot of value from there. I noticed that we can actually get 3 wizard towers. That's actually really good, because that means that there's only going to be 2 left. And we can actually get at least get the 4th one via the eagle compartment. So you'll see right here is that let's say those 2 were on double singles, meaning that we're not entering into those infernos at all. So that means that we can either bring a jump, especially if you're worried that you're not going to get deep enough. So that's just something that you guys may want to think about. Jump spells are usually very good with it. But you'll see right here, we easily get access into both the inferno compartment, or the a little bit more of the compartments and also the eagle. So now the eagle compartment just opens us up to more value. Again, you'll see a non-damage CC. Trust me, this works against non-damage or non-Lava Hound CCs. So this works against damage CCs. So you'll see right here is that we're just getting a ton of value from both the Pekka's bowler portion, the Pekka bowler portion. And then you'll see that we're going to drop in our bats. We're going to freeze up the Expo and the Wizard Tower. But you'll see that we're also going to be having to freeze through the Multi-Inferno. So we're going to do a double freeze on it. That is going to take care of it thanks to the Queen. And then we're just going to have to make sure that the Queen is tanking for those bats on the Wizard Tower. Or if she takes it out, then that's even better as well. But you'll see right here, super simple. That is how you guys can use this attack strategy properly. So definitely feel free to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below. If you guys are still having some sort of problems, I'll try to answer you guys in the comments. Also, feel free to go ahead and let me know in the comments below, what you guys think of these type of guide videos. Do they really help you guys? And I would just really appreciate that. It would really mean a lot to me. So if you guys do want to go ahead and, sort of subscribe, feel free to. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything, so that then you guys can join the Corrupt fam. Feel free to also go ahead and follow me on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and also on Twitch, along with Discord as well. All 4 links are in the description, along with all the clans I cover. Within the description is all the Discord links for all the clans I cover in Clash of Clans. But with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys learned something and enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.